Okay, Capricorn, this is your love and relationship reading for April 2017. A few more shuffles here. The card did fall out. It was the Sun. I'll put this right over here. All right, so your next card after the Sun is the Star. Wow. What a lovely combination here. Lots of things from the past that have been pretty positive, and then we have this King of Cups reversed. I have a Two of Cups reversed. Now, Capricorn, remember your Earth associated with Pentacles. I have a Six of Wands, the card of victory. I have a Knight of Cups. So cups seem to be have this very strong energy so far in your reading. This is the Hermit. I have a Seven of Pentacles reversed. And then I have Strength. All right, and I will pull the outcome card at the end of the reading. So here's what I'm seeing very interesting here. This Cups, the Cups energy. You have three cards with Cups, and that's what I'm drawn to first and foremost, because you do have some strong major arcana here. You have four of them. But the Cups, they're telling me about another person, it's not you. But this King of Cups is someone who's emotionally disconnected. So it kind of makes sense that then this Two of Cups shows up. And that's also in reverse. So there's someone you want to connect with, but they're not. There's an emotional blockage or maybe a lack of commitment. You and this person don't have a strong emotional connection, at least not yet. But then when I look at this Knight of Cups, and this Knight of Cups seems to be going in the other direction, okay? It's always important in the tarot to pay attention to how the cards are positioned, which way they're facing. And so this Knight of Cups, yes, this is someone who is connected to their emotions. And yet they're unable to connect to you for some reason, because I see this Knight of Cups going in the other direction, even away from this Six of Wands. And so I will get back to the Six of Wands and why it might actually be in the center of your spread. Because this is a very positive card. It's the card of success. It means that you're going to conquer any obstacles. But also, it doesn't mean that this doesn't come with any challenges, okay? So keep in mind that the Sun, you have the Sun, the Star, and then you have the Six of Wands, which are all three very strong cards about a great future, that good things are on the way. And so in spite of the issues that you're having with this other person, I get the feeling that you shouldn't be too discouraged, or you shouldn't take this to heart as your fault or take it too hard. It seems like this other person, as far as their emotional connection to you, there are still some issues they need to work out on their own. So once again, looking at those cups and then looking at your major arcana, you have four. You go from the Sun and the Star, which are so positive, bright future. You just need to have a little hope. Then we get to the Hermit in your future, which means being alone for a little bit, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, the card of waiting. The Hermit is about taking time alone to think things through, to have better understanding. It's a good time to be alone when the Hermit shows up. That it's like, take a break, take a deep breath, and just try to give everything time to get perspective about the situation. And then you also have the Strength card, which is encouragement from the tarot to it's sort of like the tarot saying you need to hang in there, it'll get better. You're not always going to have to go through this, especially seeing that Pentacles are your energy. So yeah, this seems pretty straightforward to me, that there's someone who cannot emotionally commit to you right now. And so you might need to just pull back a little bit and give this person time to work through whatever they need to work through. But I definitely see on the part of the other person, them kind of yanking you around a little bit, that you kind of saw potential, that you two made a connection, at least physically. But then all these emotional reversals here are indicating that this person, it's not the right time or the right place for this person. So Major Arcana and Cups are giving me a lot of insight about what might be going on for some of you. All of these positive hopes, all this positive intentions, but the other person is not feeling that same energy. They're not on the same wavelength as you, which can be disappointing. Some of you might feel everything would be perfect if this person would blank, do this, if they would commit more, if they were, some of you might not even feel secure about whether this person's feelings towards you are really sincere. What I'm seeing going on with the other person is that they're not in love, they're not feeling that connection just yet. And so never rule out the possibility that for some of you Capricorns, try not to put too much hope and expectations on another person, especially for emotional happiness. I see a lot of these positive intentions coming from you, that you're hoping that this follows through. So as far as the past, some of you might have connected with someone who ended up being very special in your life, but this person tends to run away from commitment. They tend to push you away. So this Six of Wands, as I said, this is usually the card of success. It's usually the card of, going into a conflict, going into this metaphorical war and coming out on top. But the thing is that you have to work at this obstacle. You have to go into it and be courageous, accept things, whatever it takes to get yourself grounded and get through this situation successfully. The Six of Wands is saying this other person, they are not on the same page as you right now, and you kind of have to let go a little bit. So when we get to your future, this Seven of Pentacles is interesting because this is the waiting card. Okay, so you're waiting for things to bear fruit. You're waiting for this relationship to get to a good place here. And when this is upright, yes, it does mean that after a period of time, all the positive intentions that you've put into the relationship are kind of going to pan out. Okay, you have a reason for waiting. When this is in reverse, it could mean disappointment. It could mean that maybe the ship has sailed. That once again, it keeps going back to the wrong time in the wrong place. and that this other person, where they are right now emotionally, there's an obstacle in the way that's just preventing them from being able to be in the relationship with you, as positive as these intentions are. But as I said, what I'm seeing here with the sun and the star and then the hermit is that you might need to just sort of step back and go it alone. And you need to always be positive about this, that this might be a difficult time for you. Maybe there was an opportunity for you and this person to be together, and this person just sort of let that opportunity go, or they couldn't step forward and be present in that relationship with you. So for some of you, this might mean moving forward, not waiting for things that are not worth waiting for, and being strong. And then for some of you, this could mean a temporary setback in this relationship with this person, because right now it feels as if this other person is sort of turning away. So I am going to shuffle for the outcome card. Okay, your outcome card is a Page of Cups, which is amazing a little bit, because this is always about a renewal of love. It's about falling in love again, beginners. I feel that this other person, for some of you, this other person could finally open up to their emotions. But I also see it as a potential where you will also be able to get past this emotional obstacle or this blockage that's getting in the way. And also remember the positive aspects of these major arcana. The tarot saying, hang in there. Don't give up hope. Press forward and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of being alone. Don't be afraid of letting someone go. And then once you get past all those obstacles, you have this wonderful Page of Cups, this new beginning of joy, a new beginning of hope, like, oh, this isn't going to be so bad after all. I see this Page of Cups sort of being nurturing, because water does nurture the earth as well. And so with all these cups that were negative, and all these emotions where someone is trying to move forward emotionally, this Page of Cups is like joy finally coming, happiness finally coming. It's just a beginning. It's not a full commitment, but it is going to happen. Okay? But you have to make sure you go through the tough stuff first for the next few weeks. Okay? So that was your reading, Capricorn. Thanks to everyone, as usual, for your comments, suggestions, donations. And just to let you know, short heads up, I am going to work on scheduling hours for phone readings, more phone readings. Sometimes some of you will email me and say, Aire, can you talk now? Can I call you now? And at this time, I'm not able to do short-term readings where, you can just call in and I'm available to do the reading. But because so many people have requested it, I am going to start working on that, maybe an 800 number. So having said that, I hope that you're enjoying the spring weather. I know some of you are getting some rain, some of you are still getting some snow out on the East Coast. But spring is coming and summer is not too far behind. So hang in there, and I will see you next month. Take care. I wish you love and light as always, and I'll see you on YouTube.